What if I told you the reason many people over 60 start feeling older is not because they stop exercising, but because they stop using the small daily movements that quietly protect their balance, strength, and independence? In Japan, many elders do not rely on gyms, heavy weights, or complicated workout plans to stay steady on their feet. Instead, they build simple movements into normal daily life. Walking slowly, rising with control, balancing for a few seconds, opening the body with a towel, and gently waking the joints before the day begins. And here's the part most older adults in America rarely hear. The body can become most vulnerable during ordinary moments. Getting out of bed, walking to the bathroom at night, standing from a chair, stepping into the kitchen, or turning too quickly on stiff legs. These are the moments when weakness, poor balance, and slow circulation can quietly show up. So, today you will discover 5 Japanese inspired movements you can do every day at home. No gym, no machines, no pressure, just simple habits that may help you move with more confidence, protect your independence, and age with far less fear. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoyed this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. 1. The Tenugui Towel Wake Up. A simple towel in your bathroom may be doing nothing right now, but in the hands of an older adult who knows how to use it, it can become one of the safest tools for waking up the body after 60. Japanese elders have long understood something many people in America forget. Stiffness does not always need a hard workout. And sometimes the body simply needs a gentle signal that says, open up, stand tall, and move again. For this movement, use a small bath towel, hand towel, or kitchen towel. Stand with your feet about hip width apart, or sit upright near the edge of a sturdy chair if standing feels unsafe. Hold the towel with both hands in front of your chest, hands slightly wider than your shoulders. Now gently pull outward as if you are trying to stretch the towel. Do not yank it. Do not strain your shoulders. You only need light tension, just enough to feel your arms, chest, upper back, and grip turn on. Keep that gentle tension and slowly raise the towel toward shoulder height. If your shoulders allow it, lift it a little higher but never force it overhead. Many older adults have years of tightness from driving, reading, cooking, watching television, or looking down at the phone. The goal is not to prove flexibility. The goal is to restore safe movement. Lift slowly, pause for one breath, then lower the towel back to chest level. Repeat this 6 to 8 times. And next, keep the towel at chest height and turn your upper body slowly to the right. Keep your hips facing forward like headlights pointed straight ahead. Pause for 2 seconds, then return to center. Turn to the left and pause again. Do 5 slow turns each side. This gentle twist helps wake up the spine, ribs, waist, and deep core muscles that support posture and balance. Finally, hold the towel in front of your chest and pull outward for 5 seconds. Then relax. Repeat 3 times. This small grip and pull action can be especially useful because grip strength is closely connected to independence. Opening jars, carrying groceries, holding railings, getting dressed, and catching yourself during a stumble all require strong hands and responsive upper body muscles. The deeper value of the Tenugui Towel Wake Up is not just looser shoulders. It teaches your body to stop collapsing forward. After 60, rounded posture can make breathing shallower, walking less steady, and everyday movements feel heavier. This towel movement reminds your chest to open, your back to support you, and your arms to stay useful. Do it in the morning before coffee, after a shower, or before your first walk of the day. In less than 3 minutes, you can turn stiffness into readiness. But here is the surprising part. Once your upper body wakes up, the next Japanese movement teaches your legs to move with the quiet control that protects balance every single day. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're with me. Now let's move on to point number 2. 2. The one leg T balance. The moment you feel yourself wobble while reaching for a cabinet, stepping out of the shower, or turning to quickly in the kitchen, your body is giving you a warning that should not be ignored. In Japan, many elders treat balance like a daily habit, not an emergency problem. They do not wait until after a fall to begin training it. They practice small moments of control every day, often while doing ordinary things like making tea, brushing their teeth, or preparing breakfast. This movement is called the one leg T balance because it is quiet, short, and easy to connect with a morning routine. You do not need a gym, special shoes, or a balance board. You only need a safe surface nearby, such as a kitchen counter, bathroom sink, sturdy chair, hallway wall, or the back of a sofa. Safety comes first, especially for older adults who live alone or have had knee pain, hip weakness, dizziness, or a previous fall. Stand tall with your feet about hip width apart. Place one hand or even just 2 fingers on the counter for support. Look straight ahead at one fixed spot on the wall. This helps your brain stay focused. Now gently shift your weight onto your right foot. Keep that knee slightly soft, not locked, and slowly lift your left foot just 1 or 2 in from the floor. You do not need to raise your knee high. The goal is control, not height. Hold for 10 seconds if you are new to this. Then place the foot down slowly. Switch sides and repeat. Try 2 rounds on each leg. As you improve, work toward 20 or 30 seconds per side. If you feel unsteady, keep both hands near the counter. If it feels too easy, lightly tap the counter instead of holding it. Or slowly turn your head from side to side while balancing. This movement is valuable because balance is not just about the legs. It involves your feet, ankles, hips, eyes, inner ear, core, and brain all working together. After 60, these systems can become less responsive when they are not challenged. That is why a person may feel fine while walking straight, but suddenly lose confidence when turning, stepping sideways, or walking on uneven ground. The deeper message is this: balance is independence in disguise. It helps you walk through a grocery store parking lot, step over a rug, get out of the car, carry laundry, and move safely through your home at night. Practice this while your coffee brews or your tea steeps, and it becomes part of life instead of another chore. But once your balance wakes up, the next Japanese movement does something even more important. It teaches your legs how to rise with power before weakness steals your confidence from the chair. 3. The tatami chair rise. One of the most honest tests of aging is not how far you can walk, but how easily you can stand up from the chair you use every single day. In many Japanese homes, older adults are used to sitting lower, rising from mats, and using their hips and legs in ways that naturally keep the lower body awake. But in the United States, many seniors spend long hours in recliners, dining chairs, cars, church pews, waiting rooms, and soft couches. Over time, the legs can quietly lose the strength to lift the body with confidence. You may not notice it at first. Maybe you push harder with your hands. Maybe you rock forward before standing. Maybe you avoid low seats because you are afraid you will not get back up smoothly. Those little changes matter. This movement is called the tatami chair rise because it brings the Japanese idea of lower body daily movement into a safe American home setting. You do not need to sit on the floor. You do not need a mat. You only need a sturdy chair that does not roll. A firm dining chair is best. Avoid a soft sofa at first because it can sink under your body and make the movement harder on your knees and back. Sit near the front half of the chair, not all the way back. Place your feet flat on the floor about hip width apart. Your toes should point mostly forward and your knees should follow the same direction as your toes. This protects the knees from twisting inward. Bring your chest slightly forward like you are leaning toward a table, but keep your back long instead of rounded. Now press through your heels and slowly stand up. Do throw your body upward. Feel your thighs, hips, and buttocks doing the work. Once you are fully standing, pause for one breath. Then push your hips back and lower yourself down slowly until you touch the chair again. Start with 5 controlled repetitions. If that feels easy, build toward 8 or 10. If you feel weak, place your hands lightly on the armrest or on your thighs. The key word is lightly. Let your arms assist, but do not let them steal the job from your legs. If your knees hurt, use a slightly higher chair or place a firm cushion on the seat. If you feel dizzy, stop and hold the chair until you feel steady. This movement is valuable because it trains the exact strength older adults need for real life. Getting off the toilet, standing from the dinner table, rising from a doctor's office chair, getting out of the car, and standing after watching television all require the same pattern. When this movement gets weaker, life starts shrinking. You choose easier seats. You avoid certain restaurants. You hesitate before visiting friends. You become more careful and sometimes more fearful. But with practice, the chair becomes your training tool. Each slow rise teaches your legs to support you again. Each controlled lowering protects your knees and improves confidence. This is not about looking athletic. It is about keeping the freedom to stand when life asks you to stand. And once your legs remember how to lift you from a chair, the next Japanese movement reveals something even more surprising. Your feet may be the hidden reason your balance has been fading. If you're still watching and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're here. Now let's keep going with point number 4. 4. The kitchen counter Taiso flow. Before your first cup of coffee, before the morning news, before your body fully trusts its own steps, there is a short window where stiffness can either take control of your day or quietly be released. Many older adults in America know this feeling well. You get out of bed and the knees feel thick. The lower back feels tight. The shoulders are rounded. The first few steps to the bathroom or kitchen feel slower than they used to. Japanese elders often handle this differently. They do not wait until the body feels ready to move. They use gentle movement to make the body ready. That is the purpose of the kitchen counter Taiso flow. Taiso means a simple exercise routine, but this is not a workout in the American sense. There is no sweating, no floor mat, no heavy equipment, and no need to change clothes. This is a short morning flow done beside your kitchen counter designed to wake up the joints, improve circulation, prepare the legs for walking, and help your body feel safer before the day begins. Stand facing your kitchen counter with your feet about hip width apart. Place both hands lightly on the counter. Do not lean your full weight forward unless you need extra support. Start by lifting both heels slowly off the floor, then lower them with control. Do this 8 to 10 times. This wakes up your calves, ankles, and feet. These areas matter because they help you push off when walking and steady yourself when the floor is uneven. Next, let's keep your hands on the counter and bend your knees just a little, like you are beginning to sit, but only going down a few inches. Then stand tall again. Repeat 8 times. Do not go deep. This is not a squat challenge. This small knee bend gently activates the thighs and hips without putting too much pressure on the joints. Now move into a slow upper body turn. Keep your feet planted and your hips facing the counter. Turn your chest gently to the right, return to center, then turn to the left. Do this 6 times each side. Keep your breathing easy. This helps loosen the spine and ribs, which often become stiff from sitting in recliners, driving, watching television, or reading for long periods. Finally, step your right foot out to the side, bring it back, then step your left foot out and bring it back. Repeat 10 total steps. Keep the steps small. This side movement wakes up the outer hips, which are extremely important for balance when you turn, sidestep, or catch yourself from a stumble. The deeper value of this movement is preparation. Many falls and strains happen because the body is asked to move before it is awake. The kitchen counter. TiSoFlow teaches your joints to open, your muscles to respond, and your brain to trust your body before you walk into the day. Do it while waiting for coffee, oatmeal, or toast. In just 3 minutes, your kitchen becomes a safe morning movement station. But once your body begins to flow, the final Japanese movement reveals something even more powerful. A slower way of walking that can turn every step into balance training, circulation support, and a quiet test of how well you are really aging. 5. The quiet morning sampo step. By the time many older adults realize their walking has changed, it has already been changing for years. The steps get shorter. The feet stop rolling fully from heel to toe. The arms swing less. The eyes look down more often. And slowly, without making a sound, confidence begins to shrink. In Japan, many elders approach walking with a different kind of respect. They do not treat it only as exercise. They treat it as a daily conversation between the feet, the brain, the breath, and the ground. That is the deeper meaning behind the quiet morning sampo step. This movement is not power walking. It is not about counting miles, chasing calories, or trying to impress anyone with speed. In fact, the first rule is to slow down. Choose a safe walking space. Your hallway, driveway, backyard path, apartment corridor, local park, or even the clear space between your kitchen and living room. If you use a cane or walker, keep using it. This movement is not about pride. It is about safe control. Stand tall, relax your shoulders, and let your arms hang naturally. Take one slow step forward. Let your heel touch first, then allow the middle of the foot to meet the ground, then gently press through the toes. Many older adults unknowingly slap the foot down or shuffle because the ankles, calves, and small foot muscles have stopped participating fully. This slow heel to toe pattern wakes them back up. Now add your breathing. Inhale softly through your nose for 2 steps. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 3 or 4 steps. If that feels uncomfortable, simply breathe in a calm rhythm that feels natural. The goal is not to control your body harshly. The goal is to help your nervous system settle. When your breathing slows, your shoulders relax, your steps become smoother, and your balance system receives clearer signals. Practice for 5 minutes at first. That may not sound like much, but after 60, the body often responds better to small daily signals than occasional hard effort. If you feel steady, build toward 10 minutes. If your neighborhood sidewalk is uneven, start indoors. If your hallway is narrow, turn slowly and carefully at each end. If you walk outside, wear supportive shoes and avoid cracked pavement, wet leaves, loose gravel, or poorly lit areas. The real value of the quiet morning sample step is that it retrains attention. Many falls happen when the body is moving but the mind is somewhere else, thinking about groceries, phone calls, appointments, or the evening news. This movement teaches you to feel your steps again. It helps the feet send better information to the brain. It reminds the hips to stay involved, the ankles to respond, and the posture to stay lifted instead of folded forward. For older Americans who spend long hours sitting in recliners, driving, watching television, or moving from chair to chair, this simple walk can become a daily reset. Do it after breakfast, before checking your phone, or after your morning coffee. Walk slowly enough that you can notice the ground, your breath, and your balance. That quiet attention is not weakness, it is wisdom. And now that you have seen how one slow walk can wake up your feet and steady your body, the real question is this. What happens when these 5 Japanese movements are combined into one simple daily routine that could change how you age from this week forward? Summary. The choice to age with strength, not fear. Aging well after is not about chasing youth, pushing through pain, or forcing your body into workouts that no longer feel safe. It is about understanding what your body is quietly asking for every day. The 5 Japanese inspired movements in this video all point to one deeper truth. Your body does not fall apart all at once. It loses strength, balance, circulation, posture, and confidence little by little, often so slowly that you may not notice until a simple daily task suddenly feels harder. That is why simple movements matter so much. The towel wake up opens the upper body and reminds your posture not to collapse forward. The one leg balance teaches your nervous system to stay alert before a stumble happens. The chair rise protects the strength you need to stand, sit, drive, use the bathroom, and live independently. The kitchen counterflow helps your joints transition from sleep to movement safely. And the quiet sampo step retrains your feet, breath, balance, and confidence with every careful step. But there is something even more important to understand. Many risks for older adults begin during the quietest hours of the day, especially after sleep. When you wake up, your joints may be stiff, your circulation may be slower, your balance may not be fully ready, and your muscles may need time to respond. This is when a rushed step to the bathroom, a dark hallway, a loose rug, or standing too quickly can become dangerous. A fall does not always happen because someone is careless. Sometimes it happens because the body was not prepared. That is why the message is not do more. The message is understand correctly, adjust correctly, and protect yourself proactively. Understand that stiffness is a signal. Adjust your morning routine so your body wakes up before you demand too much from it. Protect yourself by using counters, chairs, railings, good lighting, supportive shoes, and slow controlled movement. The future of your health is not decided only by your age. It is shaped by the small choices you repeat. In the next 1 to 5 years, these habits may help you walk with more confidence, rise from a chair with less fear, move through your home more safely, and keep doing the ordinary things that make life feel like your own. You do not need to become an athlete. You need to become consistent. One towel, one chair, one counter, one slow walk, one mindful moment at a time. That is how you teach your body that aging does not have to mean surrendering your independence. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with one. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.